Hi guys, it's Gabby Breyers here, and I wanted to do the long-awaited Breyerfest 2022 haul video. I've waited as long as I possibly could because I was waiting for some goodies to show up from the weekend, but I've actually ended up buying a couple of these guys after the fact. Just jumping in to the OF herd, we have these two guys from the secondhand sale. Or the second chance sale, my bad. I was really hoping for this guy in gloss, but this guy came and he was absolutely beautiful and pretty much perfect. A little toasted marshmallow looking dude. So he is sticking around. He is so cute. He fits in very well. My little George Conga, my little devil baby. They're chunky boys. And this guy I regretted not picking up at the park. But I bought this guy from the secondhand sale and he is in real rough condition. So he's kind of just a shelf sitter for now. He will probably be for sale. He just has like some rough, like glossy gloobers, but like he's so pretty and I love other people's like pictures and videos of him because he just glistens, but this guy kind of ruined it. Rough. Anyway. I picked up Rapunzel and I was actually gonna resell her, but she is like stunningly perfect. She's one of the nicest ones I've seen, so she might still be for sale because I'm kind of getting out of ponies and OFs, as you can tell from my very tiny OF herd that I have here, but she's very pretty, very nice. Landler here was the only guy I like super duper needed, and I guessed that he'd be the glossy matte split, so I was super excited. First try, pull, the glossy, which is nice because he was the only one I really wanted to come home with. I don't even care about the fish scaly dapples. This color is so pretty and so shiny, and he looks so good with his brothers. Where are they? Wow. Sorry, there's a bunch of missing spots because most of them are out here. Next up, I know I should have put her last, but this is my volunteer model from this year. I had a wonderful time volunteering. I was at the Stablemate painting tent, which is obviously a staple of Breyerfest, and I had a blast. Honestly, it was one of my best Breyerfest moments. I have my little volunteer lanyard still, just hanging up. That experience was absolutely magical. Moving on to the surprise horses I pulled about 4, I believe. I got this guy first, or in the first batch that I pulled, because I had 3 tickets for them. So I pulled him, the Varnish Appian Matte, and then the Varnish Appian Glossy, and I accidentally traded the Varnish Appy in matte for a blue Wedgwood, which I have also yet sold, and I pulled another blue Wedgwood and traded it for this guy, who I think ended up being my favorite variation. He is just so nice. He gives me like Demeter vibes, which I really wanted one, and I also really love that he's in gloss. So he was pretty much my favorite variation, I think. He is just super neat, so I kept him around as well. But I ended up really liking the buckskin after like the weekend had ended, so a little bit sad I didn't pick him up, but not worried about it. Moving on to pretty much my most exciting purchases of this year. I really had no space in my suitcase because I was traveling back to California. And so I said I would only buy small horses, and I kept that pretty good, honestly. I shipped some home, showed some of the big dudes, but like almost everybody came with me on the plane. But starting with Luna, I picked this girl up at the, what was it? The swap meet. I believe she was the first thing I saw and the only thing I picked up from the swap meet. I needed to come home with her. I have been admiring her for years, but I had never wanted to get her shit, or like I missed her casting. So super duper excited to get her. Next up is these 2 little girls, which are Miss Prince. They're Stablemate Eponas. Super neat. I know it's kind of sacrilegious, but I am going to chop them up and paint them. Well, one girl is going to be mostly resculpted like the same, I think, because I have the traditional, so I can probably try to resculpt the details as best as I can, and one will be getting a completely new look. Next up is probably one of my top 3 purchases from this weekend, or Breyerfest weekend, was an Unpainted Dante. He's absolutely stunning. I swear I'd never see these guys come up for sale, and I'm so happy that I was able to snag one. I think I paid around $175 for him, and the lady would not negotiate, and I was perfectly fine with that. Honestly, I just wanted him. I was all about him. Moving on to some more Unpainteds. Oh, sorry. I just got these guys in the mail from Jen Scott. I did see them during Breyerfest weekend, but I didn't know she had a Sophie in micro, and I don't love bases on big horses, so I needed the micro, and so I ended up actually ordering 2 and getting a little hunter version Arcturus. He is so pretty. I might have to snag a Venti as well. He's just so cool. He's meant to be big. Honestly, he needs to be a little bit bigger. Next up, I got an Upton, sorry. He didn't come with a stand, so I'll have to make that, but he is super cool. I love this size of micro. Like, I think this is as small as they should go, honestly. But, you know, the small guys, I love, I adore. These girlies, I got the set of the Cobra Mirrors. All of them have a color coat already picked out, which I'm super excited for. I have no clue who I'm gonna either get to paint them or if I have to do it myself, but I shall figure it out. Next up, so this girl I bought like a day after Breyerfest or something. This is Derma. She is from Poland. She's an Aquatique. She's super duper cool. I was super duper to receive her, and she was packed wonderfully. I don't know what happened, but she somehow lost her foot, and look how teeny tiny that little leg is. But and lost her tail, which I have the tail, but the foot has gone missing. So I'm looking for anybody who has the cojones to fix that foot for me. I will pay you, obviously. But I could probably fix the tail myself. It seems like a pretty clean break, but I definitely can't sculpt that teeny tiny of a foot. And I'd love the help, and maybe if, you know, to get her primed and prepped, because I want to paint her so bad. She's so cool. Moving on to the painted resins that I picked up. I love like Venti scale, and I actually picked up an Elsie and Oliver in Venti, which I'm super duper thrilled about. I'm about to pay them off this week. Next up is this Breyerfest. Well, I think he's like a Suenta resin. This dude is super hard to get a good photo of as well. I thought he might video a little bit better, but there he is. Super duper pretty. I wish I could get some better photos of him. She put a peg in his foot as well, and so it makes his gait like, he just looks so pretty, and it picks up his head. One of my favorite. He is also in the top 3 favorites. And then this girly is by the infamous Monica West. She is sculpted by Karen Gearhart. She's super duper pretty. She's from 2016. I made the owner an offer, and she actually took it, which I was very surprised about. She also came with her top 10 from 2016. Just a super cool piece. She did come with a boo-boo on her leg, which I can fix, but I wish I had seen before, so I could have maybe gotten her price down a little bit more because she was still pretty pricey. But then we have this dude, which I think he is totally just super duper neat. My friend and I both got a morsel, is that what they're called? Yeah. This guy is done by, I think, Swift Wind Studios, I think, SWF. He's just super cool. I vibed with his dark bay color, and he is just so luscious and dark. I actually forgot to grab this girly, who is done also by Swift Wind Studios, who I also bought with him. She was just hiding on my shelf. Anyway, next up is this little custom Croy as well, who I picked up after Breyerfest weekend, but I had been mulling it over literally all weekend. And so she actually didn't get bought, and I picked her up from the artist's after sale. She's looking really orange on the camera, but I have pictures on my Instagram of her. She's super cool. Her ears are also separated, which I think give the mold a completely different look. I'm going to have a little army of them, I hope, someday. Next up is this gorgeous fella. He came actually after Breyerfest. I traded my Zerafina, the Arabian Premier Club mare, for him. He is just this luscious, Dun Sabino. Ooh, sorry, I'm shaking. The big blue eye and beautiful little spots. Super duper pretty dude. I love Stephanie Baylock's work. He's just a keep. He's just a forever pony. Then this really cool guy is from Kimberly Bleecker. He is just beautiful. He was super duper cheap as well. I felt like, you know, she wasn't charging enough. He is just super duper detailed and super duper like vibrant. I love him. Lastly is, oh, I forgot, I also picked up a 6J. I'm painting him myself, so he is getting prepped as we speak. Next up, I picked up this neato dude. I'm gonna customize him probably, so he's gonna get off his stand. But I bought him for $5, and I bought these little guys for more like little customs, and I think I bought like an Alberozo body as well somewhere. But yeah, that's everything that I bought at Breyerfest 2022. I hope you enjoyed. Bye.